Hello, my love. Welcome. Today I'm doing a reading for Aquarius and the person they're thinking about right now. These are timeless messages, so whenever you click on the reading, it's meant for you. And this is for Sun, Moon, or Rising in Aquarius. Please show us, what is the overall energy? The Lovers and the Page of Swords. Five of Wands. Four of Cups. So somebody's having some inner conflict here about a choice. This could be a choice between two. This could be a choice between staying or going, you know, and just not wanting to miss out on this opportunity. You know, and I'm getting that someone could definitely be watching, stalking, keeping tabs here, you know, or just looking at social media. Let's see, the Chariot. I'm just going to note that. What is your energy? Hermit. Four of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting, you know, with the Chariot too, someone could be just driving by your house or, you know, checking up on you. I have Four of Swords and the Hermit. So yeah, it looks like you're detached here. You could be just resting, you know, going within, keeping to yourself. You know, and you know, I'm getting that you could be helping someone excuse me, who's in need, or someone who is wounded. And, you know, I'm hearing that you're doing the best you can, you know, and you are very valuable to this person and to humanity in general. Yeah. I got Ace of Cups. You could definitely be, you know, being loving and supportive and compassionate to somebody here. You know, you could just be offering, you know, words of wisdom or, you know, being an inspiration to this person. You could be helping, you know, with manual labor. Oh my gosh, the energy is so high. Cards are flying out. Yeah, I mean, you could be doing manual labor, but, you know, even if it's just not, you know, not just giving money, you're helping in the ways that you can, is what I'm getting. What is their energy? Death, rebirth, and the Two of Wands. I have Scorpio energy. You know, this person is at a crossroads. This person is transforming their life. I'm getting that they're going through the, you know, dark night of the soul or ego death, you know, and they have no choice but to transform here. They are being pushed and pushed to do something. How do you see them? Page of Coins. The Magician. Now, this person could have been manipulative, you know, immature. When you last, you know, spoke to this person, or, you know, they try to play games, you know, living an illusion. Let's see. How did they see you? The High Priestess. And Six of Wands. Yeah. They see you as very, like I said, inspirational, you know, and you're using your intuition, you're using your inner guidance to lead you to victory and success. You're very spiritual and wise. Oh my gosh, the energy is like all over the place. It's so high. How do you feel about them? The Chariot. Three of Swords in the Tower. Wow. So yeah, something came crashing down here. The foundation wasn't stable. There was a lot of heartache, heartbreak, pain. So you had to move forward. Right? You're moving towards the light. You made the tough decision to put this down and move forward. How do they feel about you? 2 of Cups. And the Sun. Yes. High level soulmate. You are their joy. You are their happiness. You are their warmth. They want union, reunion. You know, I'm getting that you are a valuable asset. You know, so you'll always be wanted and needed. Right? As long as you're staying true to yourself, you know, and being authentic, you will always feel good, right? To help out where you can. It will always feel good to you. Right? And it's healing as well. You know, you are a healer. What are you doing right now? 8 of Coins, 7 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're holding your communication back, right? You're holding your cards close to your heart. You're being very strategic, and this could be around money, finances, career, right? But you know the truth, right? You've always known the truth about this person or, you know, the circumstances, but, you know, you're just being strategic at this point and holding back, right? You're not wanting to do the same things over and over and expect different results, right? You could be wanting to, you know, shake things up a little bit and go off schedule, right? Doing something new and exciting, right? You could be wanting to, you know, go skiing or go sledding, go on a hike. What are they doing right now? Knight of Cups. 5 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Wow. So they're definitely going back and forth about a decision here. This is runner chaser vibes, cat and mouse. I mean, they don't know if they're coming or going. And they're sad and they're depressed. And they're regretful. You know, I'm getting that this person doesn't do anything to help themselves. And you've done so much to help them. But I think that they're forgetting. Right? This person is unaware of their surroundings. And in victim mentality. You know, sometimes you need to just let go, right? And not enable people, right? People sometimes learn faster when they lose valuable people in their life, right? They could be using you as a crutch. Right? They might need to learn the hard way, or they might be learning the hard way, right? It's not your job to carry everybody's ish. Yeah, strength. Have strength and courage to put it down, right? What are your messages? 9 of Cups. And the Eight of Wands. Yeah, you're moving towards your happily ever after. You want your wishes and dreams and hopes and dreams. You're wanting to move towards happiness and abundance. What are their messages? Judgment. Two of Coins. So this person is juggling, and needing to make a judgment call. This person could think they have many options here, but I'm getting that they juggle things for too long and then they drop the ball. Like, they self-sabotage because they don't make a decision. So they self-sabotage themselves. What is the outcome, please? Queen of Wands, King of Coins, Nine of Coins, and the Three of Wands. Wow. So I have Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, so, the outcome is just, doing something creative and passionate, right? To create a bright new future for yourself, right? Being more self-sufficient, standing on your own 2 feet, having freedom, right? Being stable, abundant, going outside, right? Like I said, touch grass or go on a hike, do something that's grounding. You want stability. You want this, dream come true. And you can create the life of your dreams. Advice, please. The Emperor and the King of Swords. Wow. So the advice, and I have the Empress. Wow. So yeah, you're only wanting a divine counterpart here. Somebody that can meet you at your level. I have Aries and I have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But, this could be just, communicating, having clear, open communication here with this person, or just letting them know that you think you're divine counterparts, or, whatever the case may be. The roles could be reversed. Energy is fluid. They could be wanting to, do this and have this conversation with you. But yeah, don't settle, right? Not settling for less. Standing your ground, right? And just having clear, open communication. I'm going to get one more for advice for amazing Aquarius. Resolution. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want. But being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.